Okay, have and have not fans, the point of this video is trying to dig deep to find out why exactly does Erica hate Candace? I mean, given the fact that we've seen these two in action together since the time that Candace bought the car for Hannah, but used Benny as a scapegoat in order to give the car to Hannah, where Erica first appeared when the car supposedly didn't work when she called Benny, but it turns out the car was fine. She just wanted, to be towed away because she lied about, her boyfriend turning out to be somebody who was married and pretty much pushed her to the side. And that was pretty much that. We were left to speculate who exactly this character was because she didn't reappear again until the part where Warlock was on the hunt for Candace in terms of, hey, you lied about the money you extorted and I want my fair share. And it seemed like the two had known each other for a while, like those two have been running the streets together since they were younger. They know the ropes, and obviously Candace was the superior prostitute, if you will. And given the most recent episode, we find out that Erica is actually in a relationship with Warlock, and there's no lost love between the two in terms of their hatred for Candace, because before Candace lied about the money, her and Warlock were on good terms. And it seems like Erica's always had pretty much a knife at Candace's back because she doesn't like her. So I was pretty much, again, rewatching the episodes, like, when they beat up Aaliyah, the child service woman, the one who was trying to get Quincy Jr. from Hannah, the one that Hannah kept badgering in terms of, hey, you don't know what his mom is capable of. I want custody of him. And then, she got beaten up badly for, letting Oscar persuade her, to give Hannah the custody of the child. So long story short, I really couldn't find any convincing information to say, hey, this is why Erica hates Candace, because, there was some speculation that she wasn't fully on her sister's side, just asking a bunch of questions, knowing answers to questions and scenarios that she shouldn't really know, like, Warlock getting out of jail and just stuff like that. And then, half-assing the truth, like, hey, you need any help? And it's like, I need X amount of money. Oh, I don't have that. I spent all my money on this apartment for David. And when I looked at how, I guess you could say, Erica was getting advice from Candace, and it was advice that she didn't know. It was like, how to trick David or how to seduce a man. And Erica has her tricks, but, Candace would tell her one thing, Erica would be skeptical. She would do it, and then it worked in a snap. So I guess you could say the theory behind this video is the fact that I believe that Erica might have, the stink eye for Candace because Candace was more experienced as a prostitute and probably stole some marks off of her. Like, let's say if Erica is working a guy, but, she failed because she isn't as experienced, she isn't as, good as Candace at, what they do. And, she always had, a chip on her shoulder about that. That's pretty much, what I get from I never had love for that bitch anyway. So that's what I think is the reason that she doesn't like Candace. I mean, again, it could be this part that, hey, she's in a relationship with Warlock, but Warlock always had a sweet eye for candy cane. I mean, that's all I can really think of. I think there's just too much that we don't know about Erica and Candace's past to come up with a solid theory. So again, that's why I'm making this video, kind of reach out to you all in terms of why do you think Erica doesn't like Candace? Was there like a bad job that went down in the past? Kind of like the whole, Mitch and Warlock, when we first saw those two together, they didn't like each other, but we always speculated, why didn't they like each other? Did Warlock and Mitch work on, a job back in the day and it went south? And then it turns out, that Mitch was a Malone. He doesn't want any part of that Malone lifestyle, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't want anything to do with the gangster like Warlock in terms of like, hey, Benny's like, hey, he should work in the tow company with us. So with that being said, I'm going to bring this video to a close because, again, I really don't have enough solid evidence to make a full-on theory about Erica and Candace, but I just know that it seems like Candace is more experienced at what they do, and that might be a reason Erica doesn't have much love for her. I mean, she seemed excited that Warlock was going to kill her, but at the same time, it's like, hey, don't interfere with this mark with David. I'm trying to make millions here. So let me know what you think. Why do you think she hates Candace? Do you think the truth will come to the light? And if it came down to it between Candace and Erica, who do you think would win?